We got ourselves
we've had spotty
yet another game here, game 10
here in DC, and the radar indicates it's going to continue.
Currently sitting at a 5-4 start.
Week 11 matchup
up against Washington.
The New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before
so that starts everything up
at about the 23-yard line.
And so it begins. I'm expecting a lot more running. At least since they've already set up as a rainy environment.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth rounder
Just
from Stanford. And right away, he lost the football.
Didn't capitalize on the fumble though. What I was going to say, though, is this is the 10th game of the season, so after this one, before it starts, I will make sure to show off the standings. Since at this point, it's time to start considering what games are remaining.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a third down. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Okay, apparently holding on to the football is not going to be easy today, just based on everything I'm seeing.
Unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away.
Good thing I've already got a running-based team,
because what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, so is able to come up with the ball.
51 yards on the
one thing I've been thinking about,
and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
As I've been
so they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go not only with homemade food, I also have to.
They'll run here into former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold.
And one of the things that
it's a loss of a yard
has been definitely
nice play right there.
A nice one to have.
I want to see how this defense continues to play here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take.
I was thinking about which.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
I consider to be
because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. There's nothing but
the thing I've, in my experience, has been Freddy State burgers are probably my
favorite. Here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I haven't much tried that because Freddy's is as notable on a wide scale, but definitely one I would recommend.
One of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Also like in and out, obviously. The one I have I enjoy, but it's not in a decent location. It's off in Boulder City, which is a good 15 minutes away, is A&W. It's the only A&W in this section of the state. So I'm glad it's a decently close drive, but still, it's out of the way, and there's so many different burger places nearby.
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players.
Can't do a lot with burgers, though. Like, can't do it like frequently.
Can they win some?
But I definitely enjoy being able to have them around at least like once a week or so, sometimes twice. But yeah, I can't do much more. I can't really do more than that.
Just keeping the football there.
Yeah, luckily, I live the runner's lifestyle. I do a lot of running. I'll be doing it right after this game is over. So that's kept that in check.
Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target.
This is going to be one of those games.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs.
It's already been 4 minutes and just
right there.
No first downs at all.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
All right, let's see what we can do on this drive.
Every team has in their goals.
I would like to get the first actual move here.
Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here it comes.
On second down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's been good for sure.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Getting close to that end of the week here. You can see a lot of work emails as well. Here we go.
From the gun. Yeah, that was going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again.
Luckily,
just like last week.
Kicking, so
each game is its own entity. Treated as such.
Too bad.
Powers through. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And
definitely becoming a game of balance.
With a first and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice.
They run, and this will probably be the only play of the quarter.
Not at all.
Here on drive 3, and Washington continues
Everyone talks about
making slightly better moves.
How big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
First down in the game.
What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Try to get one more in.
Looks like they are getting ready to snap one more. No, actually. Okay. I'm good with that.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Really nothing.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. So
I actually am a big fan
after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
They just want to see the scoring as much as possible, but
and he loses the football a second time, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
And handle the ball
this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Comes back to home.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
There's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Darnold completes it. They'll be brought
screen
down
passes might be the
after a gain of 6
catches at this point. Just looking for anything to really make an impact.
Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, it's Bell.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. Some of these shorter games
field goal range, so at least he'll give it a try.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's funny, partner, Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, I thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
At the time, second-round pick in 2013. Some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
Big job.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Bell.
There's a hole.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Fun, even though it is probably the worst thing in the world for the players.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. And he is in.
There it is.
Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
All right, now I got to go for a 2-minute
through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
This is one of those games where the idea of running up the score is just laughable.
Ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's
in a clear mud bowl. You're just hoping that your lead holds up.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Washington has all the timeouts though, so I can't guarantee anything.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter.
Oh, this is bad.
Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one complete to Reed.
And it didn't work.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Yep.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the draw, this is Love. And this will leave him a yard short.
Down, there's the second timeout.
Pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts
for them,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're going to do the challenge on that?
Again, the 4-yard line.
Doesn't look like it.
2nd and goal. Now Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Oh, don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well,
this is taken at the 3.
All in favor of running the clock out if I can.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Actually, then again, they're getting the ball first. I may want to take a couple shots at this.
A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football.
I'm not a huge fan of it, especially in this weather.
The Bears and the Rams from L.A.
It's worth the risk right now.
Night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. So that complicates things a bit here. 18. And okay, so much for our halftime break.
Would have been a kneel, but... Oh, I did kick off. Okay. I don't know why I thought
set to continue as
if you were watching that, you probably noticed.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Yeah, no, I lost track of that. I thought I had received first.
To the 29-yard line.
Still jet ball.
And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
Wow, that was nothing.
Just a
managed to get a yard,
first
though.
Down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be corralled
taken down, but I got the 10 yards first.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
All right,
so 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more.
At least the yardage is moving up slowly.
Well, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here
in Washington territory.
And brought down, but able to get it to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
It's a good chance Le'Veon hits 100 just on this drive if he busts another hole.
4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's pretty good recipe.
They're not going to stop him. I don't see any reason to change. There's one.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mason Foster. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
I will not be able to make a field goal at this distance. I need to at least.
The momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now it's Darnold.
Oh, no.
It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. He was looking for a new one there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I knew that was going to be it, too.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Slipped.
Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking.
The good news is the tag flag would still very manageable, especially with a very big schedule coming up.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Yes, it's taken a while.
Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Right now it's just break holes open.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Slowly, I'm not a big fan of that.
Praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
See what I can make happen.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is a really bad game, so I'm going to just take a shot at it.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it. Here's Brown. And he will have a first down here.
Barely, but I got it.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Excellent.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Just an outright.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Slowly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Rough day,
this has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find a good spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Their scores came off of
a look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
Each of us has
and just
one
think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
at this point,
it's a
my
whole
entire
lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things
continue with my proud tradition and maybe get another turnover.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith.
Sit there, little girl. No safety.
C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, I can live with
if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. gets a chance to get after the quarterback, it's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Right.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's see if this works.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
I'm all in favor of them starting
ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Geis. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming.
Well, they do.
This is 3rd and long.
End at their own 2-yard.
Smith hands off to Geis. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
Keep 2 timeouts.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Back at the 3-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Crowder now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Darnold and the Jets now. Down 14-7. A minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Darnold now to throw.
Got it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Really?
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Works.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
The clock game, so.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I will get maybe one shot.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 3rd down, here's Geis. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this, it's a fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively.
I have no earthly idea why they thought that was a good idea, other than they thought they could run the clock out.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Complete on Sam Darnold's
the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Stats dominated on the ground.
So for the Redskins, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
All right, guys.
Meanwhile, for the Jets,
see you for game 11.
It's a loss that'll drop.